Justice is supposed to be blind. That's what we were told. Blind to wealth, blind to power, blind to names, faces, and titles. And yet, somehow, justice always seems to know exactly who you are. It knows when you are powerful. Because when the powerful are in trouble, justice runs. But when the people are hurting, justice walks. Slowly. Reluctantly. Sometimes, not at all. So we must ask the question out loud. The question many are afraid to ask. Why is justice fast for the powerful and slow for the people? Speed is not a technical detail. Speed is a decision.
When a case is resolved overnight for someone with influence, that is not efficiency. That is priority. When an ordinary citizen waits years for a hearing, that is not delay. That is neglect. Justice does not move at random speeds. It moves according to who is waiting. For the powerful, the doors are already open. For the people, the doors require patience, paperwork, silence, and endurance. And sometimes, obedience. The powerful do not fear justice. They know it. They speak its language. They can afford its time. They understand its shortcuts. Justice in their hands becomes a tool, not a standard. But for the people, justice is a hope. A distant one. A promise postponed so many times that waiting itself becomes a punishment. And here lies the quiet cruelty of the system. Justice is not denied outright. It is delayed until exhaustion does the work. A delayed truth loses its strength.
A delayed decision loses its meaning.
A delayed justice often arrives too late to heal anything. That is not an accident. Because delay teaches people something dangerous. That speaking up costs time, money, peace, and dignity. And silence costs nothing.
So justice slows down. Not because it cannot move faster, but because someone benefits when it doesn't. And yet, the greatest illusion is this: that justice is broken. No. Justice is not broken. It is selective. And that is the moment we must be honest with ourselves. Justice is not late because it is weak. It is not slow because it is confused. It is not selective because it is broken. Justice reflects power. It moves at the speed of those who demand it and stops at the feet of those who are taught to wait. The system does not collapse when people suffer. It collapses when people stop believing that waiting is normal. Because the greatest threat to injustice is not anger. It is clarity. When people understand that delay is a choice, that speed is a privilege, that silence is engineered, then the illusion begins to crack. And here is the part that history remembers. Every unjust system survives on one lie: that there is nothing you can do. But every turning point begins when ordinary people refuse to accept slowness as fate. When they refuse to confuse patience with justice. When they stop asking when justice will arrive and start asking who decides its pace. Justice does not need to be reinvented. It needs to be demanded. Not tomorrow. Not someday. Not when it is convenient. But now. Because justice delayed is not justice denied. It is justice designed. Designed to wear you down. Designed to make you doubt yourself. Designed to make injustice feel permanent. And the moment you see that clearly, you can never unsee it. That is why this question matters. That is why it must be asked again. And again. And again. And again. Why is justice fast for the powerful and slow for the people?